Good morning, guys. There's a massive week coming up for the crypto markets, but just the markets in general. As you guys know, the elections are coming up, and I do think that we are currently seeing a massive trap on the Bitcoin and Ethereum chart that is going to trap many people, but I'm actually trying to use that trap in order to start filling my position that I think will send Bitcoin and Ethereum to brand new all-time highs this week. So let's dive straight into the charts. Let's discuss these trading ideas. And let's make sure that we make some profits once again during the upcoming trading week. Now you guys are probably wondering, okay, yeah, but what is this trap that you are talking about and how are we going to utilize this trap to execute a potential profitable trade? First off, we have to understand the higher time frame context on Bitcoin, and we can see that when we analyze this previous price action, which was the previous bull cycle top, and I use a rectangle to mark out this previous resistance area over here, where price was finding resistance 3 times in a row. And I extended one to the right, and I go back to the current price action on the 4-hourly time frame, and I analyze the range that Bitcoin has been trading in over the past 4 months. The past 6 months, I mean. We can see that this previous resistance area has now been acting as resistance and support so many times for the price of Bitcoin. It's actually insane. This is the pivotal previous resistance area that should now be acting as support that Bitcoin needs to hold on to right now. What makes this area even more interesting is that we can see that the last time the Bitcoin was testing this resistance area, the Bitcoin formed daily demand over here, and after forming the daily demand, it shot up in price with an impulsive move, and currently we are retesting the daily demand as support. So in my opinion, as long as Bitcoin holds this daily demand area, I think it's only a matter of time before Bitcoin starts visiting new all-time highs soon, and that means that I want to start looking at potential executions on Bitcoin on a 4-hourly and 1-hourly time frame for a potential long position. Now, if I tighten this daily demand towards a 4-hour demand area over here, which means that I use the last red candle on the 4-hourly time frame, where Bitcoin was seeking demand, as we can see, with this very aggressive local sweep. This move to the downside is where the demand formed, we consolidated, and we shot up in price. This is the true demand area for Bitcoin, which is why I always use the lower time frame to finalize my demand and supply areas. Now we know that we can only trade this demand area as long as we form a valid inducement above it. And now when we analyze this price action over here, and we see when this price action was being formed at, we can see that this price action over here, this bottoming price action, was being formed over the weekend. Now guys, I have taught you guys that we cannot trust price action, and especially that we cannot trust reversal patterns that occur over the weekend. What we can see over here is that Bitcoin made a clean sweep of the low over here. After forming the clean sweep, we got a push towards the upside that gave us a valid break of structure over here. Usually this would be a valid break of structure. Why? Because this is a significant high that we break through, because it brought us to a lower low over here compared to this low that brought us to this high. Therefore it's a valid break of structure. But because this price action and because this break of structure occurred over the weekend, guys, we can simply not trust it. Why can't we trust it? Guys, think about this for a second. Do we really think that the people with the bigger wallets, the people that own millions of dollars, or the people that need to manage millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, do we really think that they're actively trading Bitcoin over the weekend? Or do we think that they will use this very little spare time that they have to spend some of their millions and millions of dollars of money to their family, to their friends, or to just enjoy their free time? The very little free time that they have? Or do we think that these people are so obsessed with Bitcoin that they are trading Bitcoin over the weekend? If you truly think so, I always try to tell you guys, get into the mind of the retail trader, but also get into the mind of the rich people. Do we really think that they want to be bothered trading weekend price action on Bitcoin? Obviously not. And if they are not involved, we cannot trust these type of reversal patterns, because the bigger players are not even involved into the markets. So the bigger players will use this fake price action to trap people into longs, as is been happening over here right now. And where do we think that those people that are being trapped into longs over here because of this low probability reversal pattern, where are those people placing their stop loss? Exactly beneath the low over here, which basically means that this type of price action is designed to trap people and is designed to engineer liquidity beneath the low over here. And now we can see that this liquidity will act as an inducement, that this low will act as an inducement because of the liquidity that has been engineered beneath that low for this high probability demand area. Which means that if Bitcoin is going to sweep that weekend low, I will be looking to long Bitcoin over here within that demand area. I will be looking to build a major swing long position with multiple orders, and I will use this low to cover my stop loss. This low right over here. Always, guys, when I see 3 lows lining up like this, 1, 2, 3, I always use the third low. I always use the lowest low instead of the first 2 lows. If you guys don't understand what I mean by this, you truly haven't been watching my videos, because if you truly understand and if you have truly mastered liquidity, you would know why we want to use this low instead of using this low or this low right over here to cover the stop loss of the swing long position on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is indeed going to sweep that weekend low into my orders, into that demand area, I will be targeting new all-time highs for a beautiful RR on the swing trade of about 2.5. Now, if Bitcoin is going to continue higher from here, I truly couldn't care less. The only way that I'm willing to play Bitcoin, besides the current swing long that I'm holding from much lower down, is if Bitcoin is going to sweep that weekend low into this demand, and I will start building a swing long targeting $73,777. Guys, people are slowly but surely really starting to lose patience on Ethereum, and I get it, but I truly couldn't care less. The only way that I'm willing to trade Ethereum is if I can position myself into a swing long, because we always have to understand the higher time frame context, and the higher time frame context over here is showcasing a major potential PO3. And once Ethereum reclaims $2,800, it has a free path towards brand new all-time highs, and in that case you truly want to be positioned into a swing long. Now I'm going to be providing you guys with a beautiful potential swing long trading idea on Ethereum, because what we can see over here is that Ethereum was forming this trend line over here. Now, and if I extend this trend line to the right, we can see that the price of Ethereum has been bouncing from it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times already, which means that every single retail trader is now eyeing up this trend line over here, which means that in my opinion, the only way that I'm willing to trade this trend line is upon a potential fake breakdown. This is the way that I'm looking to long Ethereum. And once again, similar compared to the Bitcoin price action, when I move my ass to the 1 hourly time frame, what we can see over here is a sweep of the low over the weekend that resulted into a push towards the upside that gave us a break of structure over here. Now we know that we cannot trust this price action, as I've explained on Bitcoin. The only way that we can use this price action is to identify the liquidity beneath the low over here, which means that besides the trend line liquidity, we have even more liquidity resting beneath this low over here, which means that if Ethereum is going to take out that low, it is also going to break down below the trend line. And this is exactly what I want to be seeing. This is where I want to position myself long on Ethereum. Once Ethereum starts taking out this low, I will be looking to start building a swing long position on Ethereum with my invalidation not beneath this low, not beneath this low, no guys, beneath the low over here. Once again, 3 lows lining up over here, 1, 2, 3. Always use the third low to cover your stop loss. And besides that, guys, even if we use this low instead of this low, the RR towards new all-time highs and towards higher prices for Ethereum is still massive. So the way that I'm looking to trade Ethereum is upon a sweep of this low into my order. If we are going to test this demand area over here for Ethereum as well, I will be looking to add to my swing long position on Ethereum with the same invalidation right over here with some kind of a second entry, same invalidation. And as a target, guys, the target is very, very simple. I'm anticipating the Ethereum narrative over the cycle still to play out, and I expect Ethereum to also start reaching brand new all-time highs, and that is laying around $4,800. That means that if this order gets filled, we are looking at an RR of 26. That means, guys, that I can try a setup like this over the next few weeks for a few times. Because if my bias and narrative are correct and I only get filled once, and I don't hit stop loss, the RR towards new all-time highs for Ethereum is major. So I'm looking for a sweep of the weekend low into my entry, and I'm looking for a reversal afterwards. And over the upcoming weeks, I'm still expecting Ethereum to complete this PO3 and to start pumping towards brand new all-time highs.